Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2! We are fabricating a war CB on... War CB, that doesn't make any sense. A war goal on France. Now I'm looking at the war situation at the moment, and I'm thinking, let's form alliances with everybody in Europe that we can. Even the Italian miners. So Modena will accept an alliance with me. We'll go ahead and do that. If I can get everybody down here in alliance that they don't have already in their sphere, oh good, I can pretty much get everybody, then I can make it so that they can't influence them. So that will give me a lot more time to max them out. Well, on the other hand, I will be at war with Sardinia, Piedmont, and the Papal States. They're not particularly scary, considering my big bad ally down here in the two Sicilies will roll the Papal States. Pretty much, they have twice as many guys, more than twice as many guys. I'm also thinking of pulling my mans out of Egypt, as they are not doing me much good down there in a war with France. Another thing I could do is send them over here to Algeria. It's a good thing to think about. Now, that's really stupid that you can't have them release Corsica. That's kind of dumb. You'd think that Italy would have a core on Corsica. A Corsica, if you will. You know, with the emphasis on the core. So, I don't think Spain would be very helpful to us. Nor would Portugal. Portugal's in the sphere of Spain, so... they're not allied to France. That's good for me. Other than that, we have Sweden, who is in the sphere of Russia. And thus, Russia will come to their... they will fight with Russia. We have the Ottoman Empire over here is neutral, so that's... they're not dangerous to me. Moldavia is in the sphere of the Ottoman Empire, so I can actually move them up a province. I can't defend every border, clearly. So, I guess I just have to do as best I can to do that. I mean, I can build a few more units. But I want to wait for guards. Should get on this next tech. Okay, whatever. Let's... wait, hopefully we don't get discovered too soon. French Empire, we haven't discovered yet. So that we can... I'd like to pay... like... well, okay, I guess 9 infamy is okay. That gives us a little bit of wiggle room. It's not maximum, which is good. It's close to maximum, though. I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting here. France has 69 brigades and 8 military tech. We have 143 brigades and 8 military tech. So we'll be ahead by 1 or 2, because I'm about to finish this one. By the time we go to war with France. How many brigades does Russia have? 99 with 6. So I'll be ahead by 3 or 4 on them. Okay, they're in the Ottoman sphere. I don't need to protect against this either. So you move up there. And yeah, let's go ahead and go over here and pick up my guys here. France has a navy, which is considerably larger than mine. As I have not been doing a whole lot to build up my navy. But if the United Kingdom is receptive to a war with France, then we can use that to our advantage. Something of note, and that people who've been watching some of my other videos in the past, oh, and I get that too, who've seen my other videos in the past, may be interested to know that I actually did get the Victoria 2 to EU3 thing to work. I've had it for a while, but I just couldn't get it to work before, and I messed around with a few things that I was doing, and well, it works now. It's kind of janky and puts the tags in the wrong places, but it does work. I'd have to do what it does is it exports as a save, which is much better than, you know, it makes things a lot faster. It's like 90% of the work is done, but I do have to still do everything else. So we want, I guess, state capitalism, I guess. Try to get those reactionaries back in power. So I'm working on Tuscany at the moment with my Diplonis. No, they're already in there. Lucca. And we're almost done. I'd really have liked to get a bigger discount on that, and that thing really hurts. Or it makes me take more. So let's go breech-loaded rifles. So we can build some guards. Let's do von Moltke's reform. Spelling the N to France. I don't know if I read this before. In 1857, so only 6 years off, Helmuth von Moltke was appointed chief of the Prussian General Staff, which he was about to set about reforming. Among the ideas implemented by von Moltke were a department for historical studies, extensive wargaming exercises, a special department dedicated to cataloging and studying the telegraph and railway networks of Prussia, and how they could be used to best effect in the event of war. The end result was that by the time of the Franco-Prussian War, Prussia's general staff was considered the most efficient in Europe. Its methods soon becoming widely studied and adopted abroad. Moltke remained chief of Prussian staff for the next 30 years and is known as one of the most brilliant military strategists of the 19th century. It's pretty cool, bro. Now here's a friendo, and we are going to Rolf Stomp everybody because of that. What is with this? Why? Portugal declare war on Oman. Not particularly surprising. Okay. I hope Portugal loses. But that's unlikely. It's kind of a silly idea. Add them to my sphere. Let's go ahead and just keep doing that until it's full. When will this be finished? 1953. So I won't be done by the time this war starts. Unless... No, it won't be done. Okay. Then I will build the units. And somebody pointed out that I should be building cavalry instead of these other guys. I don't know why. I think Hussars have the most reconnaissance. So, I don't know. Rather than cuirassiers and the other ones, I agree. A little bit earlier in the game, you can still get by having those combat cavalry. I got some weird armies over here. Just combine these, I guess. Whatever. I don't want to spread myself too thin, nor do I want to leave myself with no large armies. Residency, I guess. Why? Oh, I'm building units. That's why. If I could, I'd like to get Sweden onto my side. Now, that's fairly unlikely, considering the virtual stranglehold that Russia has over here. I haven't even started influencing them at all. So, yeah. Maybe in the future. That will be something I can do. Now, one of the options here for containing Africa is to take out the Omani colonies down there. So, I've kind of missed a little bit of a boat there. We're probably going to take all of those, and there's not much I can do about it. Dig deep and greedily. Not by speeches and votes of the majority are great questions of the time decided, but by iron and blood. Otto von Bismarck. That's a very appropriate quote for us. A new rich lode of iron ore has been discovered in the Treviso mine. While the ore is rich, it is also located on perilous depth that is just beyond the reach of our present mining technology. We could attempt to extract this ore, but doing so will carry with it a cost in lives and blood. Do it. I've never not done that. I'm not sure why you would not do it. Now, I get a telegram. I think I've done as much as I can for alliances. And so, we're really just kind of seeing if our military prowess is good enough. Got another one. That actually might benefit us a little bit. $80 days. 80 days. Yeah, that actually will be enough time. Okay, good. So we can finish this by the time that's done. Well, I just built all the units, so I guess it'll be ready for the next war. I'll also get you know, bonuses for this. Combat width. Very good. I'm gonna make a decision here that might come back to bite me. What? That's balanced? I'm going to relocate one of my largest army to the western front. Alright. I could build more ships, but I don't really want to. The Hermitage. From Russia? Why would I care about their palaces and junk? Why aren't these building? Are they building? Okay, we've got the Acquire State CB. Okay, they are building. So I'll wait until these are finished. And then we'll put it on the eastern front, I suppose, and we'll see how things go. Through the air. Building balloons. We'll save these for guards. We'll build them after it's done. 9,000 men are unlikely to help in the end. Now, it is kind of silly. I'm leaving a lot of my fronts unguarded to face off against the big players. But I don't really know what else to do on that account, you know. I just have to kind of trust in my allies to do some work for me. And there's very little else I can do. Okay, so these units are done. Brazil goes bankrupt, who cares? Okay. So before I do anything else, let's go ahead and try to put our best men, or at least very good men, over here. With no kind of nasty demerits. Like, this guy is awful. It's the ill cartographer over here. Let's just have our very good guys leading and our shitty guys not leading. Anybody with a penalty? You're good? Well, you're okay. Is going to be at the very least a secondary choice. And even a very bad general is better than no general. Okay. And I think in this case we want to focus on attack to Fun Maltki here. Okay. You're alright, I guess. I don't like the penalty to morale there, but you're kind of a backline thing. That 39% though. It's unlikely to be a front that's going to matter in. See, that's better. A larger bonus to attack and defense. Kind of makes up for that. You're okay. Alright, so I've got decent commanders on most of my armies. I like the speed on this guy. I'm actually going to use you here to shore up my front over here. I think that might be a good idea. So does Switzerland not have any men? Or Switzerland's men are stuck over here. Oh, they're right here. Okay. Switzerland, do you need military access? I would happily give them to you. You content to just sit there and do nothing? Kind of ruined some of my plans. Okay, when does my CB run out? June. So we can in fact wait. I don't think this is enough guys, but, you know, if we can get a good front early. So we do have the opportunity to get a little bit more. That wasn't even the state I wanted. Okay. So Lucca's locked down. Parma is next, I think. Yes. Okay. Oh, looks like I wasn't paying attention to my clergyman. I think that maxes out at 2.5%, but I don't like leaving it there for that long. Okay, basically see then. So before June of next year, we will do a thing, and I've actually got a lot of potential guards available. Now, guards are just kind of upgrades to infantry in a way. They don't have as much defense, but they're much better in attacking, and they have more maneuver. So I don't think we might not have the resources to build them yet. It doesn't require, like in the Pop Demand mod, it requires... They're basically mechanized infantry in the Pop Demand mod. Oh, and somebody was asking why the USA had so much prestige. I don't know. They get prestige through doing some stuff, and they have a lot of events that give them prestige. And you can bank a lot of prestige through getting some of the culture texts. So I wouldn't count that out as a source of prestige. Tennant Creek Botanical Expedition, of course. We'll send a thing. Ah, some more organization, excellent. Belgium fears our might, as they probably should not, as they are allied to our ally. We'll save Germans, which they do. I see that. See those Germans, Belgium. I'm coming for you. Eventually. Yes! Okay, so let's take a look. Maybe I just want to get iron breech-loaded artillery. It won't be done in time for the thing. If I pick that... It'll take 5,000. Let's ignore that for now. What do we need for the rest of our things? The Krupp family, need cheap steel. I do need iron breech-loaded artillery for this, but the 500 industry score is daunting at the moment. Steel steamers doesn't unlock until 1870. Iron steamers, machine tools, and nitroglycerin. Okay. Oh, and somebody suggested I conquer the provinces that contain the Panama Canal. That's actually a little bit more difficult, as these guys are civilized. And I don't have as easy of a time. Like Egypt, I just, like, whatever. 5 infamy. Who cares? But everywhere else, it's more of a problem. Alright, I have a lot of points. I'm working on Parma right now. Let's increase our relations with Parma. Apparently I got dissuaded here. I didn't notice that. So, okay. Cheap iron. So I need cheap coal before I get cheap iron. And I think I need interchangeable parts. Machine tools, which is under interchangeable parts. Clean coal is very good for us. We'll get that first, since we need that for other stuff. Alright, let's build our guards. Guns, okay. Build them all. They might not be done by the time the war is up. It looks like I'm going to have enough. 80 days. Well, we can start the war now. I don't think there's any kind of problem with that. We want... This is Franche-Comté. Or Franche-Comté, I don't know. Call allies. Ooh, the United Kingdom is unlikely. Let's spend a little while increasing the relations with the United Kingdom. Just to get them higher. I guess we will be waiting. A little bit. Okay. So that's as much as we can do for now. We'll just have to see if this will still work. Okay. I like how French Canadian is one of their accepted cultures, but they don't have very many of those. I suppose it's so they don't have, like, revolts over in Canada. Of which they own one province and one state. It's a maybe now, okay. What? Why can't I proceed? Because I haven't picked a thing. Alright. What do we got? Traitorous Switzerland. Tuscany joined. Sicily joined. Traitorous Parma. Huh. Okay, so the United Kingdom was the important one. Denmark joined. Russian Empire has dishonored their alliance! Aha! That's kind of not what I wanted to happen, but this does make this so much easier. Oh my god. This is gonna be a cakewalk, and the cake is France, and we're gonna walk all over them. Wow. I guess having 130,000 troops on their front. How much is this 130,000? I just guessed. It's a lot. It's like more than that. It's like 200,000 guys over here. More than they have in their entire army. Maybe. So what do we want to do, man? Now we have a lot of extra stuff to do stuff with things. I'm gonna be a little cautious here. I should wait for my troops to get to the front before moving in. But my troops are so much better than France's. I would guess that I don't really have to do that. And the United Kingdom did join in my war. Okay, he's got more troops than I was expecting. Let's get back here. So Switzerland wants their alliance back. I accept. Let's move out of here. We'll be cautious about this. We want a battle in Nancy. The railroads are really helping me here. Okay. So Parma is going to be mine, as France cannot do anything to them anymore, since they are at war with them. This got so much easier, man. Like, ridiculous. What I need is troops on either end, and troops down here to prevent France from coming in through Sardinia Piedmont. This is very good terrain for fighting, though. Mountains and such. Actually, just hills here. I kind of have a bad border. So, hey. You got out of the war, but you have to join now. Sardinia Piedmont has apparently chosen to go after Modena. It's not necessarily a good idea, but okay. I've got a solid line up here. Let's move you to Metz. And that way, if they attack me in any of those provinces, I have a huge advantage. Let's wipe out Sardinia Piedmont's armies. Oh, we got a siege done. Okay. Where is France? Here. Okay, that doesn't actually affect me. So you can go ahead and do that. Close the lines behind you. They will not accept. Well, it's going to be too bad here in a minute. You're going to be in my sphere. Yeah, just walk straight in here. Stop losing battles. I don't care. South America goes bankrupt. You butts. Swish. Look at how much better my troops are than France's. It's fairly ridiculous. Hey, I see that. Don't know how you got there, but I'm sure it was a very skullduggerous move to move there.